Start streaming.
Stephanie's here, and Mermaid Phoenicia, and Reese.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Tail Talk Tuesday. I'm here with the lovely Nerdmaid Faith joining me today. We are doing a little bit of work on one of her tails. So you're hanging out with us.
Yeah.
And hopefully this is, in fact, all working. Let's just do my obligatory.
Stephanie.
And it's working! Huzzah! Ooh,
I sneezed.
bless you. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, let me pause this here. Look at this good face.
Oh,
Maybe
that's a good face.
just, there we go. That's better.
That's even better.
That's even better.
Sea Secrets is here, so's Digimer and Young Puzzle.
Hello, everyone. I'm on holiday, so I can actually stay till the end of Tail Talk. Sweet. That's very exciting. I love how it says there's nobody watching, and look at all these lovely fishes. Thank you, YouTube, for that.
Good try, YouTube. Good try.
Oh, Alfie, you want to come say hi?
It's Alfie!
He's like, hey everybody.
Hi, Puppy Doggy.
He's like, whoa, who is
I
this
love
person?
him so much.
I know, he's a good Bubba Joe.
Boy. I like him.
I feel like, can you see the comments? Okay, should I make it like higher? Is that better?
I don't know, is there a way to like scroll it down, make it like...
Is there a way to actually make it bigger? Can we make it pop out chat?
What does that mean?
Can we make
Oh,
it? Can we make it big?
Nice!
No!
Oh, that's awesome.
That's actually so much better.
That's super helpful.
Is that good? I feel like that's better. And then for our visual, we're like over here if you need to see like where we are. Yeah. That's fine. Okay.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, that's so much better. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Me neither.
All the learnings.
Woo! Alright, who else is here? Cupcakes and everything, Laurel's Hobbies, Ordinary Girls, A Mermaid Adventure, Donatella Rice Matto, Rainbow Spirit, Jennifer Agura, Sea Secrets, Llama Lover, Merman Splash. I think that's everyone I've seen so far, so welcome.
Oh, Stephanie's here. Did we say Stephanie?
Yes, I
we
did
said
say
Stephanie. Okay.
right at the beginning.
Oh,
Mer sister. But she had a question. She said, hey, I'm taking my tail on an international trip for work in August. Do I need to use shout cleaner as soon as I get scuffs, or can they wait till I get back?
It really depends on the surface. I know I was having you remember, you were there. I had the freak out. I got scuffs on my tail and they were fine until I got home, but it really depends. Like if you got Sharpie on your tail, you might want to deal with that stat.
Honestly, I didn't use shout for several months when I had a stain on my tail because I didn't know. And then I got some and I spent like an hour and a half in a church bathroom scrubbing scuffs out of my tail with a paper towel and some shout stain remover because I was so excited. And I was like, it's working! I'm like, because I guess I put them on something in the shower at work.
Yeah.
And then it just so...
Yep.
Yeah, you could probably wait, but when we went on this trip, actually, I packed a little tiny bag of shout stain remover, or a little tiny, Tupperware thing of shout stain remover in my bag.
Better safe than sorry. I wish I'd been smart enough. I remembered, tail shampoo. I was like, there you go, and I just didn't remember anything else, so coordination at its best. It depends. Also, the lighter your tail is, the sooner you want to get those stains out. So, the tips of my tail are almost white, so I try to be on top of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes bad things.
Alright, we got a question from Llama Lover 109. What tail would you recommend for someone who wants to try it out? I've been practicing how to swim and I really want to. Well, when I started, I used, a pair of flippers to, practice mermaiding, and then I got my Fin Fun tail, which is really, really easy monofin to use. Or if you want a more beginner monofin, you could use the Mermaid Linden monofin, or anything that's, under $100 is a great thing to start with. Just don't get any of that crap from Wish or Amazon or eBay.
Yeah, please just don't.
You know,
for the love of all of it,
there's this one monofin that looks kind of like a knockoff Suntails monofin, except it's shoelaces.
Oh my god.
It's so ugly. It's so awful. Do not use. So yeah, start out with something easy to use, like a Luna or a Linden, or it kind of depends on your swim skill level. If you have experience doing hardcore swimming or swimming with an equipment, then you can probably go something like a Finnis Wave or a Mahina or a Rapid or a Shooter or something. But if you're a little bit newer to just swimming as mermaids and swimming in general, use a Fin Fun or Suntail, something that's super safe and easy to use.
Absolutely.
What was your first monofin that
Oh my god, my first monofin?
Not your flipper thing.
Yeah, not my flipper thing. Okay, well my first monofin was the Rapid.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, and the Rapid, changed my world.
You're like, I go noom,
but I never really made it, honestly, I only swam in it a couple of times. And I didn't really, I didn't make one of my tails for it. I made, Bluefish, and that was the only tail I made for it, and I only swam in it once.
Rip.
I know, Bluefish has only been used once. It's
the
so
Rapid
sad.
is it still?
It's still there.
There it is. Yeah,
it's there, and it is cut to fit in like Mermaid Tail's a little bit better and that kind of stuff, but I don't know. Then the next one I got was the Aquarius, which not like my top listed mermaid monofins, but I did like it for what I was using it for. It was fine. Yeah. But the Luna's like, that was it. That was the game changer for me.
Nice.
Alfie's like, oh yes, it's very a sight.
Alright.
The two favorite mermaid YouTubers together again. Thank you, Cupcakes and everything else.
So sweet. So sweet.
So good. I still get comments on that video that we did together that like, what was it?
The anxiety one?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That people loved that one.
That was like peak Courtney and Faith.
That was like all the love right there. Really good.
Because like no one really addresses it. And then it
does.
Yeah, and everyone's like, I am afraid, and then jerks like me are just like, just do it!
I know! Well, I feel like that's the hard part, right? When people get so nervous about it, but sometimes
I'm like, suck it up! Deal with it! Get over yourself! Go! That's being a pastor's kid. Whoop! Mindset.
So good.
Dog.
I know, Doggo is just
Look
like...
at his little ears! They're just peeking out!
I know. He's just the ears in the screen. Like... I know, I feel like I'm an evil villain. I'm just like, my cat. This is my cat.
Can I just move this, like, slightly to the right so I can see more of the chat? There we go.
For sure.
Like, someone said, Mermaid Tail just said, my first monofin was a wave, then a leader fin, and now my favorite is a Triton. Nice. Those are some, like, solid equipment. I've never seen a leader fin in person.
Neither have I, actually.
Yeah, I do have the Mermaid Cat Shop one. I have the Hydra version, so that's the bigger version.
Actually, I have the Minnows, which is the biggest. Have you seen this thing?
No.
Oh my god, I'm gonna show her quick. Gotta show you quick.
Yeah, it's that one.
This thing is so huge. It's the same, like, family. Oh my god! That's a lot heavier than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, that's like 3.5 monofins.
Ta-da!
Oh my gosh, that's like
the biggest monofin in history.
Because I think the Triton goes to like here, and the Hydra goes to like here, and that is massive.
I made this. I use this for the Spyro tail. I haven't been swimming in this. I actually am so scared to try it. I think so big.
I might get to meet Justin.
Really?
Because I'm going to Texas.
Gosh, that's awesome.
I have. So tour. I'm going on tour, and I've got a couple of like guaranteed. Yes, I know it's Tail Talk Tuesday. I have a couple of guaranteed tour dates that I'll like be off with a hotel pool. Are you okay there?
I'm good.
Okay, so
30 pounds worth of stuff.
I will be in. I've got shows. That's a lot of shows in a row. Memphis, Tennessee. I was there last year, but I didn't do a meetup, I don't think. I have a day off in Flowood, Mississippi, and a day off in Gulfport, Mississippi. And then 2 days off in Dallas, Texas. A day off in Waco, Texas again. So excited. I love Waco. And then a day off in San Antonio, Texas, which will probably be occupied with team stuff. A day off in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And a day off in Cedar City, Utah. So those are all in, like, September. So if you guys are in any of those places, I'll make, like, a post on Instagram. You guys can help me organize a meetup if that is where you live. So just a heads up, that's where I'm going to be. Mississippi, Ohio. Or no, not Ohio. Mississippi, Colorado, Texas, and Utah. And Missouri. Or no, not Missouri. Tennessee. Yeah, I was really hoping that my road manager would schedule some meetups in Nashville so I could hang out with the Nashville Mermaid Pod.
Oh man!
But alas, with you. I was like, oh Ellie, please, and she's like, yeah, I'll try. And then I'm like, the days that we'll be close to Nashville, we're not in Nashville.
Oh,
I'll be like 1 hour away from Nashville for a show, so I'm hoping that Abby can come out and hang out and stuff.
That would be awesome.
Fins crossed.
But
yeah. Okay, let's read the things.
Absolutely. I don't know where we got to.
I have the knockoff shoelaces one, used it once, and ended up with a fin fun. The knockoff is... yeah, Sea Secrets knows what's up.
Yeah.
Whoa, we got so many.
I know. There's a lot to go through.
So many comments.
I don't even know where we left off.
Yeah, I kind of just been skimming.
I hate the knockoff brand of tail. Yes.
I love how I'm an Aquarius, and I hate the Aquarius monofin.
I love how I am an Aquarius. Yes, totally, right?
Yeah. Oh, Adam here. Courtney and Faith, greetings from the other side of Canada. Hi to all the cool fishes here. There's a lot of cool fishes. Like Widget the Mermaid.
Hello, fishy.
And Mermaid Lolly.
Where's Lolly?
On your tail! Sorry, I just probably
blew out the
spiked
mic.
the audio, but yes, Mermaid Lolly got her tail.
She did!
And it's beautiful.
She did an unboxing video and it made me cry. In the car, in the parking lot of Savon. It was awesome.
Doesn't this happen like every time to you?
It does. I get so emotional. It makes me so happy. I just feel so loved, dog. Yeah. It's fine, but it was so good. It's so cute. I can't wait to see swimming more footage.
Mermaid Liberty said, Faith, I saw your new silicone tail video. It's amazing what kind of monofin is inside. I have the Finnis Wave inside that, which is like the Rapid. Don't even bother. It's
I can't.
the round yellow one that's sort of small and bendy. I think I did say that in my review. It's a good monofin, but I went camping with Mermaid Amethea this weekend, and we were in talks of putting a shooter inside, because I might be getting a shooter, so yes. I mean, the Wave is good, but the foot straps are not the best. The foot buckets are not the best, and when you're 35 pounds of silicone encased around it,
that's maybe the
makes
only
it
thing.
difficult. Yes.
Niels, what you going to do?
I love ALFIE's ears, right? They're so cute.
It's all about the ears.
Yes. Oh, Pegasus Spring Muses is here. Said, I like the Triton better than the Hydra. The tempo is just a little different. I gave my Hydra to the Mermaid Seamstress. Oh, cool.
Right on.
I have the tempo as well, and the tempo is lovely, and I need to swim in it more. It's very bendy and nice. It was what I wanted in the Hydra that I didn't
That
get.
you didn't have in the Hydra,
And I was like, wee! I'd say that the Linden is actually more stiff than the tempo.
Okay.
The tempo's like pretty soft. It feels almost like a more structured fin fun.
Right. Did you see, I haven't looked it up yet because we were out of town when this happened. On Mermaid Linden's Instagram feed, there's her and she's being interviewed, and I didn't listen to it with the audio on. She had a new Linden monofin that folds in half!
What?
I know! I can't remember where I saw it now, but I saw it. I hope I wasn't, like, dreaming, but I saw it. We came back from, it folds in half.
I feel like a very bad Mermaid Linden fangirl.
I know. I don't know how I didn't remember to, like, look it up more.
Oh my gosh!
Did you find it already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Underwater, but also about these.
Whoa.
These are mermaid monofins.
Yes!
Alright, we'll talk all about how you can get your hands on one. Ooh, it's a good fan.
It folds in half.
Maybe it's...
Is a real...
It looks kid-shaped.
Yeah, it looks kid-sized, obviously, but, like, I wonder if she'll do an adult size, too. Boy, she's pretty.
I know, right? Okay, maybe that's, like, what I'm thinking is, has anyone seen those monofins that are, like, at Walmart and Target that are, like, they almost look like the old Finnis Mermaid's monofin, but then they, like, split in half and they can be flippers?
Oh, and they can be flippers, too.
So that's what I'm thinking it might be, but I might be wrong. Maybe it's just folding in half for
well, because that is the biggest complaint about her fins is, like, that's why I didn't bring the splash tail with to the convention, because that monofin is so huge.
I was able to bring it in my suitcase, but my big suitcase. And I'm not going to bring it with me on tour again. I actually lent it to our friend Ravenna Mermaid, Anna from our pod, because last time when I went on tour, she was like, hey, I'm considering making a tail for the Finnis Luna, but I don't know, like, if it'll fit me or if I'll like it. And I was like, well, I'm gonna be abandoning mine for 3 months. I'll just take it.
Yeah.
And then this time around, she's like, Linden. I was like, let's do the same thing. Just take my Linden. I trust you.
It'll be fine.
I trust you.
That's too funny.
All right. Wish I could go to the USA to see you. Actually, we're in Canada. We're in Vancouver, Canada, but I tour in the USA. OMG, Faith, I live in Utah. Finally, Utah Meetup. Yeah, I know a few Utah mermaids. I don't know if they're anywhere near the city that I'm going to be in, but fingers crossed. I met so many nice people from Utah at the convention. Yeah. So, Mermaid Mezzy is from Utah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Vintage Mermaid Ruby is from Utah. Okay. Mermaid Zari is from Utah. Yep. Did you meet her?
I didn't, but Eric did, and I saw her in my video footage.
I'm not sure, but I think the Millennial Mermaid is from Utah.
Yep.
But yeah, Mermaid Zari, I was just, like, very much drawn to her because she looks so much like my best friend.
Oh, that's
cute. Saw her at the dive bar. I'm like, you're so beautiful! You look like my best friend! Aww. And she's like, aww!
Yeah, she seemed really nice. I didn't actually get to talk to her,
And she didn't seem to hate me because she is a Swimtails ambassador and I am the opposite.
I was wondering about that.
But actually, I saw her do Swimtails and it looked really, really cool.
It was very pretty. That cool, seam up the side. I think Ryan and Tommy was wearing
like,
one at one point too.
Wow.
Yeah, I was looking and I was like, where did the swim bottoms go though? I was confused. I'm like, unless it's like a really spaghetti strap up the side. I don't know. Those tails are interesting.
Yeah.
But I feel like my bum and tan lines.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, here's my tushy. And then tan lines would be a thing. But they are really pretty, and she seemed really nice. Like, I just felt so, how did I miss her?
Okay, swimming footage on Monday from Mermaid Lolly in her new tank. That's exciting.
Yes. She sent me a teaser. I'm telling you, I was screaming. Eric's like, "Oh my god, who died?" I'm like, "No, nothing. It's just Mermaid Lolly swimming in her tail. It's fine. Everything's fine."
Exciting.
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous.
Keep the dorsal in good condition when you're putting it on the silicone tail. It's not really, like, my dorsal, like, people are like, dorsal fins, no, don't get them, you'll squish them, and honestly, my dorsal fin never had an issue with it. It's pretty durable, it's secured on really well. It's my heel fins that I, like, they don't help me in any way, shape, or form.
They don't help me.
I fixed them this weekend, and then there's, like, another tiny little rip, and I'm like, gosh, dang it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not super concerned about my dorsal. I sit on a squishy mat, for the most part, if I can, if I'm on if I'm putting on my dorsal, but for the most part, like, if your heart says get a dorsal for your silicone, for your mythic, for whatever, get a dorsal.
And you'll work around it.
Yeah.
You'll work around it. And I can say that, like, you don't have any dorsal fins. I used to have dorsal fins.
Oh, yeah, that's
know.
right. The little...
Yeah, my little ones that used to cause me endless grief. That's why I don't
dorsal
have
fins are hard. They are hard.
But they look
especially
kind of
with
fun,
fabric, yeah.
you know? But...
Oh my gosh, Katie from Creature Fins.
Oh my god! No! I could spend an entire hour just talking about the solid, amazing design. Oh my... Just... No.
I got to swim in a Creature Fins tail at the convention.
Oh, did you actually?
Yeah, shortly after you left, yeah.
Did
I got some footage of it.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah,
okay.
I did. And it was a magical experience. We're like, Katie, we love you, and we're going to adopt you as our own. Thank you.
You were just going to put you in my suitcase. We're going to take you back to Vancouver with us.
She was so sweet. And, like,
she was
for
such
people
a
who, like, her who are kind of, like, reclusive artist people, sometimes you expect them to be, like, not super nice.
No, but I wasn't sure what to expect.
She was so nice.
She was such a darling.
And, like, really generous and kind and, like, not, like, super, like, picky anal artist either. No. She wasn't like, no, touch my tails.
No.
Like, she was like, try it on here!
Yeah, she was very gracious.
The only thing she was like, don't film what the inside looks like. I'm like, okay.
Well, that's understandable. Yeah. Because, like, yeah.
Oh, Mermaid Kim is here.
Oh, Mermaid Kim, and I think I saw Eric, too. TTT, Tail Talk.
There he is, yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, and Chad is in the house.
Yeet.
Oh my gosh, look at all y'all fishes. Everyone's freaking out about a folding linden fin. Yes.
Yeah.
I hope she makes the... Well, here's the only thing with that. The more moving parts
Mermaid Phoenicia, I'm pretty sure she just put the link in the chat to it, so...
Oh.
We trust you, Mermaid Phoenicia.
Yes,
so if any of you guys want to find it, you can click the link.
I'm so used to just getting, like, hardcore spammers, so... Yeah. I'm like, what does not?
Everyone seems to be being good.
Yes, everyone's being good for now.
Alright, we got I saw something,
What did we miss?
There was a question. Oh, would you recommend making your own tail from Llama Lover?
I kind of feel like it's worth it. If you're, like, into sewing and artsy-fartsy and you kind of want to do the thing. It's lots of fun. Mm-hmm. But I'm a tail maker, so maybe I'm a little bit biased.
Yeah, this is the Faith perspective, is don't if you suck, because then you will be sad. Okay.
Don't if you suck, because you'll be sad.
So, you can make a fabric tail fairly easily. It's like, you basically just make a giant sock.
That is exactly what it is. A giant sock. It totally is.
If you, like, Courtney has tutorials, Mermaid Seamstress has tutorials. Yes. It's not that hard to make. You can make it with simple fabric. You can make it with whatever you want, as long as it's really okay in the water, really. Like, your first one was out of an old dress.
Yeah, my very first tail was an old dress.
So,
without a fluke.
It's not impossible.
Yeah.
And I did a video with my friend Makeup Mermaid cosplay. She goes by Serial. She's from Boston. Anyway, she's awesome. And we did a video about, like, tips for buying tails, and one of her things was like, oh, consider making your own. And she, like, has, like, her own, like, just solid gold color fabric tail, and she's like, I was really proud of it. It's like, I grew it myself. Yeah. But if you're someone like me that sucks at doing anything arty or sewing, sometimes it's just worth it just to spend a little bit of money getting someone to make you a tail or just buying pre-made.
Because it's not for everybody, too, right?
It's
you don't
really
have to feel bad because you don't make your own tail. Yeah. That's, like, some people get really hung up on that, and then, like, it's like, that's not You know what I mean? Oh!
We got a super chat!
Purple Lotus!
Oh, can I sing my song?
Yeah, okay.
The song I sang on my live streams. We just got a super chat. We just got a super chat. We just got a super chat from the Purple Lotus. Yeah! But they didn't say anything. But thank you. You are the best.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much, the Purple Lotus.
Oh, Eric says, make your own tail. Use Courtney Mermaid's PDF tutorial. And
yes.
2 members of our pods are actually, like, starting to do it using your tutorial.
That's awesome.
So, Mermaid Kaida, she just messaged me. She's like, I sent my tail off to the printer! And I'm like,
oh
whoa.
my god, she didn't tell me!
Yeah.
That's so exciting!
And then,
I wonder what kind did she do? Did she show you?
She did, but I don't know if she wants me to keep it secret or not. But
Okay.
it's very sunset-y.
Dang it! Excited! Okay, I'll message her and be like, hey, you didn't tell me the thing. Hey, hello.
And our friend, Ravenna Mermaid, she makes her own tails, and yeah, she's doing very good job.
saw the green one.
They're so pretty!
Oh my god, her seams were flawless. She's like, Courtney, I followed your thing and it worked out perfect the first time. I'm like, I'm so, like, without being, like, patronizing, I'm, like, so happy and proud of you. Like, I can't. So excited.
See, like, you're getting, like, the best of both worlds, because when you buy a tail from you, you've already done all the R&D. If you make a tail by yourself, you don't have the R&D, so you might waste a couple $100 doing stuff. But if you buy Courtney's ebook, then you get the R&D, but you also get to experiment yourself and stuff. And I loved it. I read your book.
You're the best.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm never intending to make my own tail, but I spent the money on that.
So good.
And I loved it.
Friend. It's in the cards. If anybody's really curious, there's a link in the cards to my ebook.
Yeet.
There you go.
Yeet, right? Have you guys seen the new Mermaid Tail Monofin? Thoughts? It's big, which is nice, but also heavy and floopy.
That.
Yeah.
That. Yes. I've seen it in person, but, like, from a distance.
Oh! Yeah, Raina
was wearing it. Yeah. So I saw it, like...
I saw it kind of, like, under
near
the water.
me.
Yeah.
It looks very pretty. I think the movement of it's really... The motion of it is a lot nicer than the other two. It's just so big.
It's just so big.
It's so big. And I'm also...
It's, like 2 times bigger than a Mahina.
Yeah. It's enormous. Like, it's like, whoa!
Like, it's probably as big as my entire body.
Actually, you know what? It could very well be. It could very well be, but it looks big. But I've also never really been a fan of the tails that have the additional, like, as part of the, I don't know, like, you know how it has, so it has, like, the design, but it has, like, these little extra fins that look separate. They look like, the fin folk does it all the time, but theirs are actually, when their silicone design is actually, like, a separate little fin on top. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I could draw it. I will draw it.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know how I feel about that for like a design. So it's like, if that was like the base, it has like a little extra fin and then...
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah. So it's like part of the monofin, like, but it goes...
Oh, you totally can't see that. There you go. Like this like extra little bit of fin. So, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of strange to do on a fabric tail. I don't know. That could just be me. I could just have my head
Yeah, that's true, actually. It's a little bit, yeah. But it's part of his monofin.
Yeah.
But you've never seen a monofin that does that, except for his Fantasy 2, but those are more just kind of like bloop bloops.
Well, the Fantasy 2 looks like it's part of the actual, like, bone of the fluke. Like, it all just looks like it's one big piece.
I really like the look of the Fantasy 2.
I do.
Like,
I
it's not very me, but I really like the design.
Yeah, it's very appealing.
And I've tried swimming in it, and it is nice. But they're just so darn heavy that it's really hard to get used to. I've swam the Fantasy 2 a number of times. The Fantasy 1's not that bad. The Fantasy 2, I've swum in it 2 or 3 times from different people, and it's just like... It's a really bad calf workout. Like, like, it really hurts. It's like you're taking some ankle weights and you're, like, doing this with them.
And
That's
you're like,
what it feels like.
Which is what I do anyways, to strengthen my legs. But I don't like that experience. I think even the Fantasy 1's a bit too heavy for me. But I still enjoy it in the water. Yeah. But, like, you try and lift your fluke. You got any kind of lower back problems or ankle problems, you're not going to lift that thing up out of the water.
Like, it really does feel like I'm wearing, like I chopped off the fluke of my silicone tail and
you're just wearing that,
But it doesn't have much propulsion!
Which is interesting.
Because it's, like, really heavy, so I don't know if I'm just not swimming in it right. Like, I've seen people who swim in them and do tricks and stuff, but they don't go fast.
No, not really.
And that's not the point. You want to go new.
You want to go new.
So that's why the Mahina is the perfect monofin. Okay, enough time. All right.
Where did we get to?
Sea Secret said, when I made my first tail, I got so upset because my fluke wasn't covering the tail light, so I cut it and made an underwear style. I feel like, have you gotten requests to make
all
underwear
the time.
styles?
I get them all the time. But, like, there's, I don't know, I don't know. I've seen people who use the underwear style tails with, like, silicone fins, and then it damages the silicone fins. Like, I've seen people who have actually used it, and it's actually, like, cut right up into the fluke, and I've been like, whoa!
Does Mertailors do that? Like,
I don't
does
know.
it slings?
I don't know. These are mostly people who've made their own
Oh.
so, like, that's, you know...
For, like, the Luna and stuff?
Not for the Luna. I've never seen
Okay.
one made for the Luna. Well, actually, no. I've seen people use them
Yeah,
for
I've
the Luna,
seen-
but I've
yeah.
never seen damage from that for the Luna.
But just for, like, a Mertailer?
Just for the Mertailer
Huh.
fins. It was the Fantasy 2, and it was... I don't remember when
Well,
it
the
was I saw
Fantasy 2
it,
just
but-
ripped a whole bunch for everyone.
Did it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. That's
Yeah,
too bad.
there's a problem with the mold, so there's a bubble. And
Oh,
then,
of course there is.
Yeah.
Of course
And so,
there
like,
is.
everyone has, like, the same tear on theirs, and I'm like...
That's too bad. Yeah, Kim's, her Fantasy 1, the heel strap just completely ripped.
Oh, no!
And so we're gonna have to do, like, a little project, a little self-fixy kind of a thing, because that's just such a bummer. I was looking at mine, I'm like, mine's not gonna, like, it doesn't look so far like it's gonna rip there, but, like, how did that, like, you have to see it to understand, like, it has the support in there.
Yeah.
But it's completely, like, split. Like, somebody just went like this and ripped it. But she's so careful with her monofin, so I'm like...
Oh, man. Does she hang it?
No, I don't think she does.
Weird. Because the only damage I've ever seen to a Luna is the little nubbin. Sorry, I'm just gonna move your siren tail here.
Yeah, do the thing.
The little nubbin here, like, that's a stress point. So I have seen this rip.
Yeah.
That's the only damage I've ever seen to a Luna. Like, this is a solid monofin. It's gonna last you a while, and you have 2 of them.
I have 2 of them because I love them that much. I can't be without my baby.
If anyone hears of anyone selling a small size black Mahina, please let me know, because...
Oh, you're looking for one?
I'm looking for one, because my blue Mahina... Actually, I've got it with me. I'll show you guys. It's seen some action.
It's seen some action. It's seen some things. Dark things.
Like, it's still in fabulous condition. It's still working great. You know, it doesn't, like... But... like...
Is warped.
Battle scars.
Battle scars. Oh, I didn't actually... You can see it here.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I don't know. It's just, it's not as pretty as when I first got it.
Yeah.
But it's fine, because I stuff it inside a tail. But
and you don't see it anyways.
But sometimes when I want to just swim with my Mahina by itself, it's kind of like, so...
I know, I kind of wish now that I'd gotten the black one, but then I was like, oh, the blue one was cheaper for me. So I was like, oh, that's
the black one's more expensive, which is why I want to buy it secondhand. So if anyone knows, please let me know. But, yeah, I want the black one so that I can have, like, just, like, a Mahina that I can wear for fun.
Yeah, just for fun.
Like,
just
show it off and be like, black Mahina, yes. Because my friend Rebecca has one and I always steal it. I'm like, it's so nice.
I use it.
And it's actually more rubbery. That's something that I've discovered.
Oh, really?
Is that the colors, I think, have, like, a different thing
Texture.
of rubberiness. Because Justine's orange one is quite a bit floppier.
Oh, you know, I think
than
I
mine.
actually noticed that,
And
too.
Teresa's, she has the orange one, it's a little bit floppier than mine.
Isn't that weird?
And the black one just feels, like, so much softer.
Yeah.
And I think that's what causes people to have more blisters, is if it's more rubbery, it's going to cause more blisters.
I almost feel like somebody should just get all 3 and do, like, a case study on this.
Done.
I was like, yes, that'll be you. You find a way. Do the thing, Faith, go.
Yeah.
Release the Kraken.
Bridget said, the Fantasy 3 must be super heavy. Yeah, I bet. Because the Fantasy 1, I think, is 10 or 15 pounds. The Fantasy 3's got to be like 15
I think
or 20.
it's 8 pounds, actually.
The Fantasy
this is
1?
3 pounds. The first Fantasy, well, I think it's 8 pounds, but I'm not sure. But it is so heavy. Like, even just to...
It's like a heavy textbook is what this feels like.
Yeah.
Except it's super floppy. Ooh, but look at that.
Look at how it folds
Travel
up,
size.
though. Travel size, right? That's why I love it.
And that's like the joy of the Mertailor stuff, is that they're so travel sized and you don't need to worry about snapping your monofin.
But, like, I couldn't ever, like, I made this, and this, literally the amount of space I have to take this out of here is this. So people are like, oh, I need to take it out the top. I'm like, because it doesn't fit out the top.
Yeah.
But it's still a good end.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I want to do my koi tail for the Fantasy 3. Ooh, that'd be cool.
I can't get back to my chair.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Siren Sadies is here in the house.
Siren Sadies!
And Courtney has her little flower thing on her shelf. And I do. Really, really the fabric cuts and the silicone. Yeah, we were talking about.
it
Okay,
does.
if you guys are probably like, underwear tail, what?
Yeah.
So an underwear style tail skin is something that we coined up in Mermaids of Canada because someone tried making like these mermaid tails that were like very quickly done, and they were really very ugly. And it sort of looked like they had a really bad monofin that they made themselves, and then they had like, here, can I draw?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. They had like this really, really ugly,
any page.
ugly tail skin design. So I can't remember exactly what the monofin looked like, but I'll just do like basic monofin shape. Ooh, that's, as you can tell, Courtney's the artist. And then they had the scales, but then it came down like, it almost looked like a pair of panties, like over top of the fluke. Like, it almost looked like some panties.
It totally did.
And everyone was like, lol, looks like some
I
underwear.
remember that now? I'm trying to remember when
It
that
was like several years ago in Mermaids in
Yeah.
Canada. It was like this Montreal company. Anyways, that they didn't.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. So that happened.
Oh,
so
man,
that's kind of where we
funny.
coined it. And then
Yeah.
I reviewed my Mermaid Aqua, Mermaid Aqua tail.
Yeah.
Or no, Aqua tail.
Awkward.
They're dead. Aquatails,
They're
I
gone.
think. Aquatails, yeah,
Okay.
they're dead. They gave me an underwear style tail skin that I kind of like digged. I was like, I sort of like this.
Was that the one that Widget was using? for
Yeah,
a while? That one. Yeah, that's the one that I was
I
thinking.
I
of.
passed on to her. So yeah, that's kind of, and I think I sort of popularized the term underwear tail or
Yeah.
thong tail,
Thong tail. Yeah,
Yeah.
tail.
tail thong. And then Mer Tailor came out
So
with one,
true,
and
though.
Swim Tails used to have one. I don't know if they still do, but they're good because then you don't need to worry about scraping the sides of your fabric of your
Which
fluke.
is true.
And if you have a pretty fluke that you want to show off and like show off the rubbery bits,
Yeah.
like the fantasy is all sparkly.
Yeah.
So you might want to show that off. So that's
Super
where
sparkle.
the underwear style came from. But then I guess maybe it's not so good because the stress of just like having a little strip of fabric can actually tear into the tail skin. That's no bueno.
Yep.
Yeah.
No good.
I like Mermaid Phoenicia. She's just like fact checking and like sending
I know.
references.
We appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Appreciate very much. Okay, I mostly just want the fantasy because for super tall mermaids like me, the small flukes tend to look sort of ridiculous. Yep.
Oh, you mean you want the bigger? Yeah.
I mean, I can't relate, but yes.
I like how she's looking at me. Right.
It's
It
okay.
is true. The
do that.
smaller the fluke, it feels a little bit strange sometimes, which is why I did like how I looked with the Mahina. I just wish it was more comfortable for me, but it's just sadly not. I feel like the Luna's just the right size
Yeah.
for me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because the Luna's width and my bum are like the same, so it's like comes down to a point, and then I've got the thing. So, unfortunately,
Yeah. Grace said, do you like big fluke or not? I do, and she does. I like big flukes just because Noom, and you like them because they just look
I
better.
just feel like they look good. I feel like it's
Yeah.
nice and balanced, but like too
Yeah.
big. Like there are some mermaids out there with flukes that wouldn't fit on my desk.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's okay. No, like no offense meant to them. That's their look. They want to rock it, but I would never do it for myself. It's
Yeah,
just,
you,
that's just-
you wouldn't get the beta tail, is what you're saying. You wouldn't get a beta
I
tail.
couldn't do it.
I
It
mean,
looks cool.
I
Well,
saw-
power to you,
yeah.
but I can't swim in that. You
I saw a
kidding
few
me?
beta tails, and I'm like, they're huge.
Mm.
Simon says I'm excited to get a Courtney Mermaid tail.
Ooh.
Tail sister. I know what her design's gonna be.
Ooh, I'm
It's gonna be
excited.
pretty.
Wait, did you tell me what it was going to be? I feel like you told me what it was going to be, and I've totally just blanked now.
I can't remember. More questions.
I feel like... Crap.
The
I fail.
purple
Help
lotus
me.
says my orange monofin was stiffer, your orange mahina. So, yeah, I'm trying to think if the orange mahina is stiffer than the blue one or stiffer than the black one. That's the thing. Because I feel like the blue one is the stiffest and the black one is the floppiest. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, yep, coloring changes the flexibilities of plastic/rubbers. And they're recycled rubber, so they might be recycled from completely different products.
Yeah, so there will be, like, obviously it'll vary from
Yeah.
product to product,
Yeah.
right? So...
Yeah. Digimer says the fantasy one's 11 pounds, I thought. Yeah, I can believe that.
11 pounds. Yikes. I thought it was 8 pounds. Why did
It's
I think
strange
it
how
is
if you got
11
all the
pounds?
colors of the Mahina mono, from the Mahina medium, they are all different sizes. No, I don't think. I think that they're all the same size.
The
When
base is all the same.
Yeah, the base
for all
is-
their except for the kids'
the
sizes.
base is all the
adults-
same,
Yeah.
and the foot pockets should be the same throughout the sizes.
Like, they'll be
throughout the colors.
Yeah, throughout the colors.
Because I fit the small black one, I fit the small orange one.
Well, and I'm making tails for people all over the world using different colored monofins, but they're all, as long as it's the adult size, the actual base shape of the fluke will be the same.
Yep.
I emailed and I found out.
I checked. It makes sense that the black one is made from recycled tires. Hey, you never know, maybe.
You never know.
Would that make it softer? You never know. Yeah. Siren says is at work. Oh, I see. So
are
just dropping in to say hi.
Are the mermaid bracers still available? They have not been listed yet. I have, I think, 4 slots left for custom ones, and then that's it. Okay. For the custom ones for a while. Yours are going to be back from the printer soon. I'm excited. I was hoping it would be back before, but I'm going to see you hopefully on the weekend, so hopefully I'll be able to do it.
Saturday! If any of you guys are in Vancouver, Canada, we're doing a meetup at Kitsilana Pool. Mermaids of BC meeting up.
It'll be good times.
Really excited.
And hopefully it gets here before then so I can sew them, because I'll be very excited for that. But yeah, so I actually will have, with that order, I put in another, like, of a bunch of different sizes, so not just, like, the one size that you saw, so there'll be, like, a bunch of different sizes, and I've got a ton of different colors coming back, plus the ones that were left over from the thing will be available too, so I will post those at some point when I take pictures and have time.
Bracers eventually.
Eventually.
Do you want me to be like an arm model and I can just like put my arm in? You can take some photos for me. Yeah. All my freckles.
All your freckles.
They'll glow in really well with the skin tone. Also, like, my tan is so uneven on my arms that I wore the bracers. I know, one side matches, the other side doesn't. Dang it.
Like, oops. I really tried to lather on the sunscreen, but I always have the awkward, like,
You've got a very nice honey glow, may I say.
Well, it's that sunscreen that my mother gave me that really... Oh, and I was wrong on how much it cost. I was off by, like, $20. That stuff's, like, $95 because of what it does. Because it allows you to, like, tan and, like... And, oh my god, but that stuff is so good. I think I was the only person who didn't get absolutely fried.
Yeah.
You were okay, though.
I did okay. I got a little bit on, like, my back. But other than that, like, it didn't even peel, really.
Yeah, a few people got absolutely scorched. Like, absolutely scorched. Poor people. Son, ALFIE.
Oh, we got a bunch of new people joining.
Oh,
we got Graceland, Mermaid Spirit.
Hello,
maybe it's just 2. But they said hi, so I thought I'd say hi.
I feel like there's so many people.
Stephanie asks, are my braces part of that? Of your, like, I guess your latest...
Oh, my latest order? Yeah, your braces are on that order. So, I try to do them, like, a few at a time. It just makes sense, so I'm not wasting, like, you know, you don't want to add to the landfill of extra fabric that couldn't get used. So I tried to do that, but I'll have a tail coming back, a bunch of bracers that'll be generic ones for my shop, and then a bunch of custom orders that people are waiting for. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna
Purple
be really
Lotus says, need to get my passport to go meet you one day. Yes.
Do the
I mean, we are pretty stuck in Vancouver, except when I'm traveling on my tour.
Yep.
And then I'm stuck on a bus to wherever it takes me.
On a bus.
I live on a bus. I just got the script for my show today, so I was reading it while I was actually in the passport office this morning, because my passport got water damage, and the border people are like, you need to get a new passport. And I'm like, okay, I'll get a new passport, I'm sorry. So,
How did that even happen? Did you fall in the pool with it or something?
No, I had it in a bag with my wet towel because I'm an idiot. And this was last summer when I was working at the pool, and I hated my life. And it was a 10-year passport.
So it wasn't this last trip, because you had such a nice passport carrier this last time.
Yeah, I know, because...
a really sweet little deal.
I'll show it. I still got it.
It's so awesome.
It was a birthday present from one of my tour team members.
Yeah, so I was like, how did you manage to get that?
Because it fits
my
passport.
Look
at that!
And well, at least your new one will be protected. Then.
Yeah, so it goes in, like, this little pouch here.
Yeah.
So it's, like, just perfect. So I love this wallet. Thank you, Lisa. Or should I say gracias? Because she's from the Dominican Republic.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, it's because my old travel wallet was so ugly. I got it from Shoppers. It was big. It was clunky. It was disgusting.
And that was just so perfect.
This is like my USA wallet. So I keep my passport. I keep all my US cash. I keep my US credit cards. And everything in that. And then none of my important Canadian ID. That all stays at home. Except for my driver's license in case I need 2 pieces of ID for whatever reason. For sure. So, pro tip, protect your passports, people. And the passport office lady, like, kind of glared at me and said, you know what I do? She's like, I put it in a Ziploc bag. I'm like, you know, that's a good idea, Caitlin. I will do that as well.
Yes.
But yeah, she just, like, you know, when you're doing something official, and you're like, please don't judge me. I'm, like, super scared that they're gonna, like, be like, well, what is your actual job? And I'll be like,
Neep.
I am freelance for my official job because I quit my nice federal or municipal government job.
Yeah. Well, at least you don't have to go to people and explain that you make mermaid tails for a living. People
that's
ask
true.
me, I'm like, I am a freelance artist.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Hey, there's like super big
What do you
YouTubers
really do?
that like say, I am a video editor.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to get creative.
Yeah.
You're like, well, because you can't go to somebody like, I'm a content creator. They don't take you seriously. They're like, you what for a living? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I make mermaid tails for a living. I actually said that to somebody once. Somebody at Save-On was like, oh, so what do you do for a living? I was like, oh, I make mermaid tails. They're like, excuse me?
Why
I'm
are
like,
they asking you questions about
it was just one of the cashiers.
Why are they asking you
She was just
questions
being
about
friendly. I
Ugh,
like them.
disgusting.
I'm like, yeah, I make mermaid tails for a living. She's like, oh, that's interesting. She's like, instant regret.
Here's your receipt! Go away!
Get out! Go! She's like, she obviously didn't think I took the question
I
seriously.
think the audio's peaking just a little bit. So
Oh, okay.
Okay, good. It's all the same screen. Okay. We're good to the mermaid says, I'm gonna be dead, but I want to come. Well, Widget and Stephanie, I'm gonna do one probably more out your way. It'll probably be like a midweek meetup or something, either in Langley or Abbotsford or something. But yeah, if you guys can't make it out to when in Vancouver on Saturday, no worries. I'm gonna try and do something with the locals.
But
too.
it's the kids' pool.
I know, it's the kids' pool.
You gotta come out.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. Yes.
The honey glow.
Yeah, she's got the honey glow. Eric is like, oh yes, she
Oh,
does.
the honey glow. Oh gosh, I love Wreck-It Ralph so much.
Yes.
So
Just
good.
a little honey glow in my cheeks. I love that. She like
So good.
So good.
So good.
Angie Mermaid said, I found another Greek mermaid and I'm shook. If you know any others, let's become a party. Hey, that's awesome.
Woo woo.
I do not know any Greek mermaids, but congratulations on finding someone in your country. That's great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wish I could meet you both. And all the other mermaids. Yes.
Yeah. How did you figure out the correct skin tone for blended waistbands?
How did I figure it out? I didn't.
Guessed.
It's magical. No, I have just a list of Pantone colors. Actually,
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
show you my printed version of it now so I can see.
Okay, yeah.
But because you can go to like your local paint shop and ask for like print shop and say, what are the Pantone colors? Can you show me an example of these colors? Like a lot of these places can actually do that to show you, but there are only certain skin colors that actually print properly. So yours was a bit of a fluke, I'm not gonna lie. I took the color off of your tail and then I found the Pantone equivalent of it and then I used that and that printed off really well. And then the same thing, like I just, in some cases I just do like a best guess and hope for the best. It's hard because fabric actually gets a tiny bit darker in the water. So it's not like, it's like a degree or two darker, but sometimes it's enough. Like my siren tail I made lighter, so it's almost exactly my skin tone, but in the water, so out of the water
and also,
it's
like your skin tone
light.
changes too.
It does
with
a
the
lot.
seasons.
Like I don't match my bracers now because I'm
me
tanned
neither,
at all.
Well, at least
Like,
the
I'm
ones
like,
you gave me, I do not match them. I'm like,
well, that was off of my like pale skin. That was
Yeah.
like off of my palest because I'm pale. I'm so pale, right? And it was the only skin color at that time that I had tested. So I was like, well, this will be fine.
It was so funny. We
Fine.
passed one off to a mermaid, Lorelei or Lorelei. Is it Lorelei?
Lorelei.
Lorelei, yeah.
I think it's Lorelei.
Yeah, because her name is Laura. Mermaid Lorelei from our home, and I don't know what ethnicity she is, but she's pretty dark.
Yeah.
And yeah, she had one.
Put it on. She's like, no.
She's like, well, this matches.
Well, I've got to actually, the new ones that are coming out are going to have a bunch of different skin tones, the new ones. And like for custom ones, you do get to pick from one of 9 skin tones that you can go with. And you know, but yeah, it can be really hard to get an exact match. The trick is like getting it close enough. So if you have it and you're using it for a photo shoot, to make it close enough that you could actually like Photoshop and blend it is like, that's my usual thinking for when I do stuff like that. It's just a nice cheat. A nice cheat, Alfie.
I saw a message that very much excites me. And Digimer says, I might go to the DR this winter. My dad's spending 6 to 7 months this winter. Would be really fun to mermaid there. We should go together. Because I have friends in the DR that I haven't seen since May, and I want to see them and be a mermaid in the Dominican Republic. And I know one other person who's done it, and that is the Celtic Siren, so I want to bug her for spots, but then also bug my DR friends for, like, local spots, and yes. Because, yeah, like, my road manager and one of my team members went this past winter when the flights were cheap, and were like, oh my gosh, Faith, we just thought of you. You should be a mermaid here. I'm like, I want to!
Like, go, go, go!
Yeah.
Oh, man. So intense.
Yeah, Dominican Republic is like just such a
You can say
place.
children's entertainer for a living. I'm not, though.
No.
I'm very not a children's
I
entertainer.
would call myself a children's entertainer because I am the production manager for a children's show. So.
Cool.
Yes. Also for passports, double check your dates. Yeah, it.
Oh, I was telling her this morning. So I had checked my passports to make sure they were valid. Everything was fine. Eric's sitting here and I'm sitting here. It's like the night before, right? Like we're going the next day and I get the passports out and I'm looking at them and I'm not going to give like my mom's birth date live to the universe here, but my mom's birth date is a very recognizable day for me, obviously, right? So when I see it anywhere else, the month and that day, like next to each other, I'm like, okay, that's what it is. It never occurred to me that that was the year and not the day. So I'm looking at them and the last number is 19, which usually when people write that stuff, 19, that means it's the year. And I had an actual heart attack. I thought that my passports, both of ours, had expired. I was freaking the F out. I was literally, I was gonna faint. I'm looking at Eric, I'm like, we can't go. Like, what are we gonna do? What, they're not gonna do, we have him in a hat. And then I realized, like, a few minutes later, I'm like, Eric, when did we go to Disneyland? He's like, oh, it was, this long ago. And then I'm like, okay, plus 10 years. Oh, oops. Right. I am such an idiot. I felt like such a loser, but the freak out. Well, I checked it, right? So I was like,
I mean, it's like, you don't think about it until you're looking at it, and then you, like, can't remember when you got your passport.
Oh, that's the worst.
I did such a stupid, so, alright, passports suck. Let's be boring. So, I have to get my new passport so I can fly to the States on the 1st.
Yeah.
And so I go to the passport office to, like, pick up an application, because I didn't really want to print one out, and, just get all my ducks in a row. And so, I say, hey, my passport's damaged, I need a new one. They're like, okay, here's this form, and there's a thing that's a guarantor for your passport, which is basically someone that says, yes, this is the person who they say they are, and I know them, and I have a valid passport. And I asked my best friend to do it, and she's like, absolutely, I can do that. But then I look on the criteria sheet, and it's like, oh, it can be a relative. And I was like, well, my sister's here at the mall with me. I'm like, I could get this all done today. But she didn't have her passport with her, and she didn't know her passport number, and I was like, damn it, I was, like, so close. But then we called my dad, and he had it on him, thankfully, and he happened to be in service, because they're camping right now.
Yeah.
So we're like, yes, all right. Last 15 minutes before the passport office closed, I'm like, good, this will give me an extra day of buffer room. And then I give it to them, and they're like, okay, yeah. They're like, we're sorry, we can't use her as the guarantor. And I'm like, well, why not? And they're like, well, because she was 14 when she got her passport. And I'm like, gosh darn it. I was like, we were so close.
Oh.
Like, if she had gotten her passport, or no, she was 15 when she got her passport. If she had gotten it, like, a month later, it would have been applicable. So I'm like,
oh, that's so frustrating.
Yeah, so frustrating. So I filled out the entire form again that night, and then I see my best friend last night, and then I get her to sign all the things again, and it's better because I knew how to fill the form, and I had better printing because I knew how big I should write my letters, so it was good. It was fine. Went this morning, and then they're like, okay, we'll get it to you on the 30th, and I'm like, whew!
Phew, I'll still make it. Yeah. Totally. So. Oh, man, I hate stuff like that where you're like,
so annoying.
I was there. Yeah. I could taste it.
I was so close. I filled it out at this lotto thing at the mall because I didn't have a pen, so I was like filling it out where they fill out like lotto tickets, and I was like, don't mind me, I'm just gonna use your pen for an hour and a half. And the lady is like, okay.
Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna smack my it's gone weird. There's somebody saying that the sound has gone weird, so please just be aware I'm about to hit it, okay? So it's gonna get loud. Okay. All right. Hopefully that's better. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
My Blue has some issues, and sometimes Blue decides to be a jerk. It's great when you're recording a podcast, and then half the podcast is muted, and you're like, but my life! Why?
Stephanie said, did you pay for Express? Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Shelled out that $50. And I was like, because... I was like, I'm already paying, like, almost $200 for this passport. I'm like, I'm not gonna spend the extra $40 to get a 10-year, because I was like, well, maybe in the next 5 years I'll be married, and then I'll need to change my passport anyway.
You have to change it anyway.
So, if you guys know anyone, you can hit me up for the next 5 years. I'll be
Alfie.
26 by then. That's a good age to get married.
Alfie. Alfie, what's she gonna do?
Or maybe I can just live alone with a cat.
You'll marry Alfie.
Yeah.
Alfie's like, oh, okay.
Also, yes, I'm like, like, maybe I should move, and then I realize how many things have my current home address on them, and how easy it is for me to remember my current home address. I'm like, maybe I won't move. Also, the housing situation in British Columbia is like...
Oh, do not get me started.
It is not good.
Do not get me started.
Our friend Justine, the Mermaid Seamstress, she's like, I'm applying for a job in Vancouver, and we're like, yay! I'm like, also don't move here. It's so expensive to live here.
You don't even want to know what rent in our like, it is so obscene. We can't
insane.
Move, basically.
Yeah.
We could never move. We can't move. People are like, oh, why don't you just move if your neighbors make you crazy? I'm like, how does $2,000 a month for rent sound to you?
Yeah.
When you don't make any money? That sounds great, doesn't it? It's like, screw everybody. I can't even.
Yeah. People said the sound is good, so.
Good, okay, good.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes it goes in and out, and it's kind of fun, so what are you gonna do?
Good time, good time. Camilla says, I got my own mermaid tail. It's from Mermaid Cat Shop. It's taken me nearly 5 years to find a pool that really allows me to use the monofin. It's first say I'm obsessed with mermaiding now.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that you finally got a chance to swim. That's
nice.
awesome. Yee.
That's awesome. I've never seen one of Mermaid Cat's tails up close. I actually